Hi, Clint here. I just thought I'll show you the other app I'm working on, which is a game app. I don't have a name for it. It's kind of a Wixia, I don't know if that's how I'm pronouncing it right, type spin-off, but it's not going to be the same because I don't want to copy what's already been done. I'd rather make up my own. But it works in a very similar way where you've got your inner core that you develop and your outer skills or actions that you develop as well. But the main thing with this is I'm actually making it quite different to how I would normally make a game, where normally I would have a piece of code behind a button. So if I was going to do that, that would run a piece of code. But what I'm doing now is I'm actually creating an action queue, and then each time you push a button, you are adding that action. So I'm actually asking the system rather than just writing the code to do it. But what it allows me to do is it allows me to chain animations together. So this is actually two animations in the queue. One is move to the target, and then the other one is to change the animation state to an attack for 1 second, and then to return back using the move again. So there's actually 3 instructions, and that's kind of the system how I wanted to work. This is just 2D, so all these assets, because I'm not graphical, and that's something. But I'm just not going to focus on the graphics, but I use AI images, and this is all 2D. I kind of like the effect. It ended up being better than I thought it was going to be. And this is all 2D too, and I'm just animating them with, resizing to make them look like they're breathing. I have also added a bit of a camera. Again, this is all Q, so all the camera is done by Q. So theoretically, I can have them do an action, move the camera, and then move to the next camera angle, and then the next action. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do that, was so that eventually I could make my story just by writing queue objects. Put this in the queue, and then basically your gameplay and your story, everything is just literally items in a queue that get popped out under the correct event or timing. So you can actually see an example with the queue. So see how that he's moving, and I'm not clicking anymore. That's because so when I am giving him health, but I'm also changing his stance. So I plan to have stances. So you can see the health, his stats there. I plan to have stances that you can change into, and think of a stance as affecting your base attributes. So like let's say a stone stance, that might increase your strength by a significant amount, but it will slow you down. So the whole idea of stances is to kind of be a buff-debuff system that you select based upon your build and the skills and everything else that you're going to be using. That's kind of more the idea. I'm still very early in the game, but I was pretty excited, and I was just playing around with this UI, and it ended up being quite cool. I mean, if there was a 4K image, it's not. It's like 2000 or something. But if there was a 4K image, you wouldn't get that. And this is also, if anyone wants to know how you identify AI images, see this? These are called artifacts. That's how you identify AI images. A real image that an artist does will never have these artifacts. You'll have blurring, but blurring is not an artifact if it's due to scaling and stuff. Anyway, that's a bit of a distraction. Anyway, that's the system. Still got a lot of work to do, but I'm quite happy with it. I think it's going to end up being a lot better than what I thought. Eventually, what I would, because at the moment I've only got 2 states. I've got the idle state and an attack state. I want to add other states as well. But the cool thing is that way I'm doing it is that eventually I could hire an artist, which is what I would do if this game ever did come off, to do the animations for the characters better, because I would definitely like a bit more normal animation, motion blocking. So that's something I'm going to try with the AI later on, actually, is to try to get use these characters but create a block for them, not just an attack and idle. Anyway, this is the app that I've been working on. One of the other ones. This is my game app. I'm not going to bother with all the behind the scenes and the character development and all that yet. So I think that's just going to be better to do as I develop them. At the moment, I just want to show the idea, the world, what it looks like. But anyway, have a great day.